on the wall.
Yeah.
That we put all our excess stuff.
That was like the shelf you were going to put in the dressing room?
No, I meant like a bookshelf. And we have bourbon on the top. We have coffee, hot sauce, chessboard.
The chessboard could probably stay on
this is the most random table.
That's what I like. I like a random ass table.
Yeah, the chessboard could probably stay on the table.
It looks like an evidence room.
Yeah, it is.
It does.
It's evidence of getting the fuck after it.
There's a flag.
Yeah, I was going to put that behind me, but that's the problem is me and you were next to each other. I don't have a wall behind me. So it's like, what am I supposed to do?
Which is why we need to turn you around.
Why would we just turn the table?
How are you going to turn it?
You just fucking pick it up and turn it.
Why would you turn the table?
Why for?
You mean put here, here, and here? Mm-hmm. I think we just need to cut the table. Yeah, are you sentimental to this table?
I kind of am. I'm trying. I was there, and then we didn't do anything, and I was forced to move the table down here. Y'all were done. Remember, y'all scrapped the table, sir, and I brought it back into play, and nobody was thankful to have a table down here, and everybody just wanted to get rid of the table and grab some fucking couches and sit on some couches.
What all have you done on this table?
I've done a lot on this table. You need to hit the damn intro on that one.
There is a reason.
Look, man, I hustled the shit out of this table from like not Snellville. What's the other one up in like near Lawrenceville? What's up?
Beaufort.
No, it sounds like Snellville.
Smellville. Shellville?
No, dick.
Scaleville.
What's the one going towards Griffin? Is that Snellville? No, that's Sonoya. It is Snellville. That's up by Lawrenceville.
Yeah, Sonoya is up. Yeah. Sonoya is down there by Griffin and like
Griffin.
Snellville's up by Lawrence.
What is the name of that?
Snellville.
It's Snellville.
He's talking
I had
about
it right.
Snellville.
Yeah, I hustled the shit out of this table.
You sure Snellville?
On my route in the middle of the day, hitting stops and everything. Boom, hit a residential area. Boom, fucking wash and wax soap, table, podcast,
bottle of Tire Shine.
No, it was wash and wax soap.
Wash and wax soap. Sorry.
Yeah. I was selling them that, and then I was like, table? You have a
podcast table?
Yeah. Boom.
What do y'all think about like the people that set stuff out by the mailbox and they put free, and you see like,
yeah, I get it.
I mean,
I do too.
Why don't they just put trash?
Well, I mean, because I've seen like every now and then you'll see something decent, like a
table.
Do you ride around looking for free stuff like that, like people used to?
No,
like for yard sales. Remember when people used to ride around for yard sales because you have no way of knowing?
Now I do enjoy a yard sale,
junking.
Yeah, but now you can go online and find them, right? Like you can go on Marketplace and find out.
It's not as fun. Get up on Saturday, go to Martin's, get a biscuit.
Just go looking.
Speaking of Martin's,
Jesus.
Let me just tell you what happened this morning.
We are just ripping and running, right?
Yeah, we're ripping, baby. Pew, pew, pew. So on the way to school, got taking the kids to school and running a little late. So Penn said,
"Wait!
Holy shit! No, he didn't. He just outed himself.
You were running late.
Then normal.
So school is fine.
School's fine.
So the kids' education's where we're.
Hang on. Later than normal. We were still 20 or 30 minutes early. So
we're still 1 hour before bell.
And I'm like, let's get a biscuit. I'm like, all right, we'll go to Martin's. So we go through the Martin's line, and I order, pull up. There's a car, but nobody at the order thing. So I pulled up.
So different from my kids going to school.
Hold on. So
I was like, we got 5 minutes. Get out of the house.
Oh, so listen. So I order, and I'm sitting there. We're just sitting there. The guy takes my order, no problem. I'm like, he's super nice. I'm like, all right, cool. So we're sitting there. A few minutes goes by, and I see these two trucks just take off at the same time out of the line and just leave. I thought, that's weird. So I pull on up around. I'm sitting behind these two cars, and the car in front of me's at the window. 5-10 minutes goes by. They ain't even take the guy's money. Nothing. I thought, this is weird. I'm like, is something going on?
So I just robbed.
I didn't know. So I grabbed my phone and I typed
Douglasville.
in Martin's, Villarica. So I just called the number. I thought, see what's going on. This lady answers. Literally sounds like she has a cigarette in her mouth. Hello. I said, ma'am. I said, y'all okay in there? She goes, yeah, why? And I said, well, I'm out in the drive-thru. And I said, I'm just wondering, I didn't tell her which order was mine. I said,
smart.
I'm just curious. I said, why? I said, I've seen like 3 cars pull out. She goes, well, there's 3 of us. That's why. Click.
She hung on.
Wow.
I was like, all right. So
Which Martin's is this called? Shout 'em out.
Villarica. So we left too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I go to that one sometimes.
Terrible serve. Had 3 people working in a morning shift.
Wow.
And I said,
And a
meanwhile,
Martin's.
I've got a customer right down to that.
meanwhile, you go down to Chick-fil-A at the same time, and there are 92 workers out
Yeah.
there. I'm like, I don't get
So
it.
many people.
I don't understand.
That's
Why
weird.
do these places not take notes of what Chick-fil-A has done to the fast food industry?
You think
The
you
drive-through,
think Martin's is
specifically the
arrogant?
drive-through.
Specifically drive-through.
They've been around for so long. They're just like, I'm doing.
Set in their ways.
Yeah, fuck that chessboard, bro.
What happened?
Damn the table, damn the chessboard. Just knock the hot sauce over next.
Don't do that.
Just a horse.
I got product placement over here ready for our next segment.
I know. So what? I don't know. Why do these companies not take note?
Is it arrogance? For real?
No, I think it's complacence. Is what it is.
I think it's upper management and culture. Yeah, I think that the upper management of Chick-fil-A is just
You
way
think this is
ahead
a
of the game.
reflection of our culture these days?
Absolutely.
Just fucking pussies.
I don't think it's that. I think there is
No,
just.
'cause-
I think it's apathy. I think they don't care, and they just think that people are going to come no matter what, and we don't have to step our game up and run better service. We don't have to be better. We can just keep serving the same shit over and over and over, and people are going to keep coming. The problem is I saw 4 people leave the line today,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and Martin's used to be the breakfast
and they
king,
could be,
boy.
and
Yeah,
they could
definitely
be.
could.
Their food's phenomenal.
You know where they fucked up though on their food? Their chicken biscuits. Do you remember their chicken biscuits used to be? You couldn't find a chicken biscuit that would rival a Chick-fil-A biscuit wouldn't have rivaled a Martin's biscuit
because they
back in
had
the day.
a piece of chicken on there, like a.
Yeah, it was a real piece of
Like
chicken.
country fried.
Yeah. And then they switched to some frozen
So somewhere
bullshit
along the
thin
way,
patty.
all of this points upward. You got to go to the top. All of this is the area managers, the district level managers.
Yeah.
Of the breakfast food
Dude, I'm
drive-through
telling
industry.
you, there's a disconnect between the way these places are being ran.
Yeah.
Their pay is probably a couple dollars an hour different.
Could be.
I would guarantee it. I would guarantee
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A probably pays a couple dollars more an hour.
Because it doesn't matter what Chick-fil-A you go to.
And at that bottom tier of pay, there's a huge difference between somebody that's working for $11 an hour and somebody that's working for $13 an hour. Like, you don't realize how big of a difference $2 an hour makes down there.
But like Chick-fil-A even makes it a point to get a certain type of employee, whereas Martin's clearly does the
whoever
same.
they want.
And wherever you go, no matter what Chick-fil-A you go to, these people are all the same. They're almost robotic. They all act the same. They're all friendly. They use the same lingo.
They have a process.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very, very well-defined process.
Yeah, it's like Martin's got all the people that got fired from Waffle House.
All the Waffle House rejects.
Yeah, Waffle House rejects. Where else do you find Waffle House rejects
Villarica Martins.
besides any Martins? They're at all the Martins. Where else? Can't say Burger King or Wendy's.
No, I mean, and I hate it because I feel like Martin's
Bojangles?
food is so good. You know, I'm saying I do. I feel like Martin's food is so good.
Popeyes?
Yeah, Ingles Deli,
Church's chicken.
Churches. Yeah,
Church's, not Popeyes and Bojangles. There's good and bad in it.
Easy on my Popeyes.
I like Popeyes.
I like Popeyes. What were you saying, Jeff?
Sorry.
No, I just said it's sad because their food's so good. But it
especially.
really does feel almost like a second class restaurant. It's just like it's just.
Oh, they don't
changed anything in 20
invest
years
in
either.
their infrastructure at all. Like, their restaurants are the same they were
No
30 years ago.
requirement to do so either.
None. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is like every year you got to change it. You got to fucking remodel.
They'll tear that thing down and rebuild.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Zach
love
Thomas
me,
is
yeah.
finishing like finally back at it now.
Yeah. A hot link, egg and cheese. The Martin's, like the big one though, the big old what my grandfather used to call cat head biscuits. Biscuits as big as a cat's head.
Speaking of cat,
I make a mean biscuit. I don't know if y'all know.
Really, I did not know that.
Oh yeah, ask
you make
around.
some-
I'll make y'all some
Wow.
biscuits, bro.
Hey,
Can we
fishing
order that
trip.
up? Oh,
Okay,
we'll get some buttermilk.
I can do that. Yeah, you got
Flour.
buttermilk,
You
white lily
actually
flour.
make 'em?
Like, yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, here's something else you guys probably didn't know. I used to, in my past, I made biscuit.
Biscuit off.
Biscuit cook
Now
off.
this is
Biscuit
in my
off.
younger years, but I was the Hardee's biscuit guy when I was 16 years old.
Oh, really?
I did the. I went in at 4 o'clock.
Man, I like Hardee's now.
and started
I do
making
like their
Hardee's
breakfast.
biscuits.
See, I've got
made
this
by hand.
same recipe my grandparents, my mom had, and then I have my mom's recipe. It's same recipe.
Man, I
passed down.
love a good biscuit.
It's good. It's not so much in the ingredients that's super complicated. It's how you mix it up.
Yeah, you do that. I'll handle all the sausage and the eggs and stuff.
Bet.
While we're
I
done.
got you.
You make the biscuits. I'll do that.
I'll do
I'm
some
good at
biscuits.
bacon.
Yeah. Okay.
Seriously.
You just throw it in the microwave or something.
No, I'm talking. I fry up some dang good bacon. I'll make it right.
That's a bet. I like it. I can't look. I like Brandon's little fucking breakfast casserole thing he does. It's very convenient. Shit your pants on that one.
Yeah.
Shit your pants on that one.
Yeah.
I promise you. They're good, buddy.
Like it's
Shit your
hard.
pants
It's
on.
hard to go. It's hard for me. Like I like just a good sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. My dad made a really good like just sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Like on toast.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
toast,
yeah.
lightly toasted.
yep.
You know, sausage. You know,
Mayonnaise.
no,
Okay. never
no,
mind.
just a couple eggs.
Jesus.
A couple eggs.
Cracker bastard.
You know,
Damn
mayonnaise.
cracker.
Wow. Wow. No, mayonnaise, eggs, and just some American cheese.
You know, one of
I
my
just said
grandparents.
mayonnaise, and you said
Did you say mayonnaise?
No.
Oh yeah, he didn't say
Sausage, eggs, and some American cheese.
mayonnaise. Yeah.
Oh, I
Sausage,
thought
eggs,
you
and
said
cheese.
mayonnaise.
No,
You said
no.
American cheese.
American cheese.
Well, the way you said it, I heard
See,
mayonnaise.
I like some good hoop cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll go straight up just
Absolutely.
sausage biscuit with some hoop cheese and some butter, and I'm good.
Yeah.
But I am a fan of a chicken biscuit. It's probably my favorite, for sure.
cheese or no cheese on a chicken biscuit?
Cheese.
Oh, yeah?
Got chicken and cheese, boy. Yeah. Dominic's not though. Dominic doesn't want cheese on his chicken biscuit. I'm like, you're freaking weird, son. You're weird. Cheese on your biscuit.
We ended up at a. Go ahead.
I will do mustard on a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, but I won't do mustard on a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich.
All right, that's
I don't know why.
You ever had a cream cheese and fig jam on toast?
No, I've done like the hot pepper jam.
Yeah, same.
Hot pepper jelly
Yeah.
and
Carl
cheese stuff.
Carl Childers likes mustard and biscuits.
Just mustard in a biscuit? Yeah.
I like sausage and mustard.
You know Carl
biscuits.
Childers.
You know that every now and then? No, I
You
don't
know
either.
Sling Blade.
Oh, I thought that was Billy Bob Thornton.
In the movie, his name Carl.
Oh, nobody remembers that guy's name. I don't even remember the real storyline. I just mean,
What? It's got Dwight Yoakam in it.
So listen.
yeah, I know the movie.
All right, okay. Like
I couldn't tell you the plot to the thing.
I need a car crash button because I feel like we're 13 minutes in and we haven't talked about anything that we're supposed to.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay,
You
but
always,
we have-
when I say that, you go, "That's what we are. That's the way we're
that's a
supposed to
solid
be."
point. He's making
That's
a
exactly
solid
what
point.
we are.
right now.
But I've got something that here. Let me pop it up.
It's like NWA. You got something to say?
I got something on your screen right now. If you're watching us,
Oh yeah, we
that
gotta do
we've
that
got
while
to
it's-
get to
yeah,
while
'cause
it's cold.
Cold, yeah.
So on your screen, if you're watching us, you see right in the middle.
Do we have to blur that?
No,
Okay,
no, we don't have to blur it.
sweet.
No, we can go out. We're out with
sponsored.
it. Yeah, right. Thanks a lot,
Olipops.
Olipop, for giving us this Olipop root beer kombucha stuff. A couple episodes ago, Cam was trying to tell me that it was good.
It is good.
Jeff, did you weigh in at all on this? I think you tried to play Sweden over there, Norway. And,
No, I didn't.
Swedish
I didn't know.
fuck.
yeah.
I didn't know.
Have you ever? Do you drink kombucha at all?
No. I remember. I think I said I wasn't a big fan of root beer.
All right, so but these.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
He doesn't-
okay,
he
yeah,
doesn't
that's
like
what- yeah,
root beer,
doesn't
so
like-
we discounted everything
Yeah,
you said for
everything
the
you
rest of
said.
the whole episode.
Yeah, you can take a back seat.
Yeah, this is
Well,
good.
but these are just straight. These aren't like straight up kombucha either. They're like they're soda flavored.
Yeah, so I'm going
better.
to try it. So you see it. So I mean,
And just remember, Mark's comment was that they were like a hippie's foot, like hippie feet. That's what he said.
so let's get a
Oh yeah, nice and thirst quenching,
crispy.
crispy. Get that in there. Get a good gulp. Don't
I
smell
can
it.
smell it.
I
can
know.
Smell it first.
It's
Yeah.
get a nice yeah.
I mean, it smells like root beer.
Yeah, it's fizzy.
It smells like root beer.
And think about it, like
Because
you,
pop.
you don't want to just have 56 grams of sugar thrown into your system, but you don't want water again with lunch.
So it's probiotics.
Probiotics, baby. 2 grams of sugar.
Yeah. Okay.
All new kind of soda, baby.
Plant
Plastic
fiber.
root beer. Plant fiber up in this bitch.
35 calories.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Totally acceptable soft drink. What are you doing?
I was trying to see what color, if it was clear.
Oh,
if it
no,
was,
no. It's not
So
weird.
it's root beer colored.
Yeah, it looks like soda.
And Jeff's gone.
And we lost Jeff.
You want to try it? Jeff wants to try it.
Oh, yeah. Get up in here, buddy.
Okay.
It's better straight up the thing.
Oh,
but-
Kyle drinks it all the time. We're not.
Damn it. You got to get it straight out of the can. This is ruining everything. There you go. Give Jeff's. You drink yours out of the can.
Okay.
It's more important.
You want a slow swig?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I got coffee and I don't need a mix.
Jeff, you want to do the bourbon sniff test?
Yeah, I'll give it a little sniff test.
You got it. Now, Jeff told me.
Nice little.
Jeff told me.
You don't like root beer, though, so this is dumb.
Jeff
but
told me
that
you got to
doesn't
sniff
even-
it with your mouth open.
Yeah, you do.
You got to smell
But it doesn't even smell like
say
regular.
hello?
It doesn't
How
smell
you
like
doing?
regular root beer.
It smells like
like root beer.
generic root
But
beer.
you don't like root beer, so your whole take is just null and void. It doesn't
I
matter.
should have got like some mug or A&W.
You need to hurry up
bring
and try it, okay?
Here we go.
This is wine.
All right, we're trying it.
I'm taking a sip.
I'm trying
He doesn't even like root beer. He doesn't count. Straight root beer, right? Come on, be honest, bro.
I'm trying.
It's got a really bad aftertaste.
It's
also,
it's still fucking kombucha. I mean,
it's got a bad
considering.
after and a beginning taste.
All right, it has 2 grams of sugar in it. Like y'all need to be like in consideration of.
Okay. Wait a second.
There you go. Just a couple sips here, huh? A couple sips here. Nice, huh? Nice little option at lunch when you don't want to have 56 grams of sugar for drinking a soda.
I don't drink soda very
I just drink water. I'd rather have water.
Well, I drink a gallon of water, so sometimes I get
saying-
tired of drinking water for lunch and stuff like that.
You ever had a
lunch,
Zevia?
I'm still sipping.
Yeah.
Is Zevia makes a root beer?
Yeah. I've had those. I've had all the sparkling waters. I drink all that shit.
I'm still sipping on my energy drink usually at lunch.
Oh, yeah. Addict.
One a day. Does that make me an addict?
I don't know.
Have to have one a day?
I've got Jeff doesn't count. He's drinking. He doesn't like root beer. He just half yak.
Listen.
Honest review.
Okay, my honest review. It is the best thing that has been anything kombucha type probiotic at all that I've ever tasted.
You're
It's the
welcome,
best.
Olipop.
However, it's also the worst root beer that I've ever had in my life too. So, like, it's not
Definitely
the best.
not A&W.
No, it's not. It's way less sweet.
No, I didn't make that claim.
Yeah, it is.
Is it like
Put a scoop of vanilla
Does
ice
not.
cream in it. It might be good.
Well, then it takes out all the fucking. Okay, you might as well just have regular root beer.
Well,
That's kind of the point. Like that's your.
but
that's
if you
your,
had ice cream
you're
with regular root
sacrificing
beer,
all of that.
you get those extra 56.
it don't matter at that point. You might as well just run it up.
a new kind of soda.
Yeah.
No, look, I can drink it,
Right. It's a healthy option.
which is more than I could say for any other kombucha.
Like straight up kombucha is acquired
doesn't matter
taste.
what
Yeah.
kind it is. Doesn't matter what flavor.
I will
I
give you
like
that.
regular
It may be an
kombucha.
acquired taste.
It
I will
is an
say
acquired
that.
taste. Yeah. Regular kombucha, like you gotta have a thing for it.
Like I could drink this. This tastes kind of like Coke Zero compared to regular Coke.
That's
see,
fair
I
enough.
like
That's
that.
I'll take that. I'll
Yeah.
take that. That's fair enough.
You know,
Zero.
Yeah, and I think I could drink this now. If I do drink root beer or soda at all,
And they got
it
like
is
a cola one.
It's very full flavored, and I'm used to that. I don't drink lights. I don't drink diet
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I think if I bought a 12 pack of this, I think by the time I get to 11 and 12, I think I would probably be much more in tune with what it is.
That makes sense.
So I am actually pleasantly surprised.
And look, you can get a 4-pack at Aldi's for like $8.
And it supports digestive health.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's good for you.
It's vegan.
Me too.
It is vegan.
Yeah.
It's
So it may have a little estrogen in it, but
no, it's yeah.
not a bad option. Not a bad option at all.
No,
And
look,
you can find them at your local, like your Quick Trips racetracks. You can find them at regular stores on the road now. All right.
Okay.
Olipop,
very
hit me
good.
up. I just want free sodas.
I am pleasantly surprised. Do they have like flavored like
Yeah,
grape
they've got all
orange,
kinds. They've got like a strawberry lemonade that's good.
Okay.
They've got straight. They have a cola one that's just like kind of like Coca-Cola. They've got a couple that aren't great. But it's hard. It's they're like flavor profiles that are just hard to land, anyways.
Right. Especially when you start doing this.
The orange is really good. The grape is good. If you like grapes,
I like
some people
grape.
don't like grape. The grape is really good.
I like grape soda.
They're simple.
Grape pop, as we said growing up. Grape pop.
Grape pop. I'm trying to remember the ones that weren't good. There's a couple off ones that are just not worth it. Like you can look at them, you're like, it's not. Oh, cream soda. Oh, stay away from the cream soda.
Yeah,
one.
I can see that.
Bad.
I'm surprised the root beer is as good as what it is.
Yeah.
It just tastes like root beer light is what it tastes. It doesn't. They didn't screw up the taste of root beer.
No, I'll take that all day long.
Yeah.
Boom. Not hippie feet.
No, definitely not hippie feet.
You're welcome, Olipop.
Does not taste like what I think
Poppy's another
Brandon
good
Shore's
brand.
feet would be like.
Poppy's the brand?
No, Poppy. Yeah, Poppy's another brand that has good ones. Poppy, yeah, Poppi. Poppy. Yeah, you can get them at Kroger.
Yeah, very good.
Super white.
Look,
Sounds very Bremenish.
Yeah, just Carrollton. Carrollton sometimes one-ups. Bremen gets a bad rap sometimes. Carrollton's
sometimes
fucking bougie as fuck.
Carrollton's really bougie.
Like, dude, you ever go to me and Steph took a interesting observation the other day. I haven't been inside a Walmart.
Okay.
In probably legit 6 months. I just can't stand going to Walmart.
Yeah.
I can't. I think the last time I went in there, I went to get print paper for show car. And there was something we used to talk about all the time was like why we liked being so far from the city. That when you started getting into like metro Atlanta areas, places like Walmart, even Target, like stuff, people were just rude. Yeah. People were just way more rude. Like, there's that Southern hospitality that used to be, kind of everywhere.
Commonplace.
Yeah, but it's getting lost this and there. But we were always happy that like, you didn't really get that in Carrollton or out here, Yeah. And we just kind of noticed like just simple things. And maybe I'm being petty, but simple things like people just walking in front of you. Like,
right.
You used to have like, no, you can go ahead. Let you go in front or hold the door open, stuff like that, where people just
common courtesy.
Yeah, common courtesy, not racing in front of each other and all this and that. Like, it was halfway through, and I was just like, I told one, I was like, nah, man, it's your world. Go ahead. And he just like looked at me crazy. It's like, go ahead, man. Yeah, you got it. And we all was like, man, it's starting to catch up out here. It's starting to catch up. It's starting to move further this way with all the bullshit.
Carrie and I were out today. We went to Kroger, actually, to go grocery shopping, coming through Carrollton right after she got off work today. And she said something very similar. She's like, Carrollton, she's like, it seems like it's just getting too big.
There's a lot of people.
Traffic and just people and just everybody's super in a hurry.
But a lot of it's not because the people of Carrollton have grown and had a bunch of kids either. It's I'm gonna sound old, but it's all these out of towners.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, but you've got like Carrollton, Villa Rica, and kind of Bremen, but really Carrollton and Villa Rica is almost kind of meshed into one. Like there used to be like you kind of had like the drive in between, and now even all that's building up. Yeah. So it's just there's really not like a distinction anymore. It's just all one big city.
What I think saved Carrollton for a long time is that it wasn't right on 20.
Right.
It wasn't right on the interstate.
Right.
So, it was off the interstate a little. That's why Villa Rica is just like, it even saves Bremen a little bit. It was like Bremen, they're really close to the interstate, and like their city limits does like come out and overlaps the interstate a little bit, but Bremen proper, the city of Bremen is off the interstate a little bit. And I think that's what saved and has helped Carrollton stay this way for so long. But it's getting really popular. Their traffic is bad. Carrie's like, I just don't know. Maybe we need to move like further out in the country somewhere. Just get, a little further away. I said, yeah, but then you got to go into town and get stuff.
I know, but it's almost worth it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
30, 40 minutes
Yeah.
Southwest.
Southwest is nothing. There's nothing out there.
Oh, it will be, but you can get far enough away.
Yeah.
Like I'm not Ramburn. There's some stuff out that way that ain't too bad.
A little bit, yeah.
It's a give and take though, because you get tired of that drive every day.
Yeah,
I'm already driving as it is.
I like the convenience of a town. That's what Carrollton makes Carrollton so great. Is it has a little bit of everything, and you can get to Atlanta, and most of the time 45 minutes. Definitely not through Atlanta, but you can get to there.
But you can still be like 15 minutes away from town.
Yeah.
and kind of be away.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. One where we live out in Mount Zion is very small town. I mean, we don't have anything out there, and it's nicer. But even the last 5 years, there's been a ton of new houses built out our way.
All the neighborhoods are filled up.
Everything's full.
A lot of the
even the old subdivisions that they had started back in the boom 20 years ago and not done anything with, just paved roads. Now all of a sudden there's new developments going in there out in our way. So it's going to start springing up. But
yeah, there's give and take with it. I don't know. Like I already do drive a lot, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's definitely filling up, and it's a lot of just, I don't want to sound shit. It's just a lot of people that's not from here. A couple more things develop, and they already announced a family fun center right here at the Big Lots that went out of business. They're gonna do like a Thunder Zone, and Planet Fitness or something like that.
Well.
So that's, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. They've been calling for it for a long time.
Yeah.
And which is cool for us because we're right on Bankhead.
If they were smart right there in that Big Lots, they'd put a couple of like Mexican restaurants.
We need more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put two of them, one on each end.
They could just start taking like all these old Wendy's and old Burger Kings and stuff like that.
And I really think you could have 3 Mexican restaurants in that shopping center and they would all stay full.
Absolutely.
Maybe. If we just did a Mexican restaurant?
I have lived in Florida. There aren't good Mexican restaurants. I have lived in places where there are not good Mexican restaurants.
Right.
And we are definitely spoiled because I can go to about 8 different ones inside of maybe 5. I can go to 5 different Mexican restaurants inside of 20 minutes drive from my house, and they're all really good.
I know 3 that I think are like, okay, those are really good. One's here in Carrollton, right up the street, the Hacienda.
Yeah.
That's my main.
Yeah.
That's my main.
And then they bought another one out by the college.
Oh,
the
okay.
same people own
I didn't know that.
the old border.
Yeah, the old border.
They own it now.
And then the Little Mexico in Bremen that opened up a few years ago. I think it was a spinoff of, I'd heard it was a spinoff of the Lazy Donkey, but it's nothing like the Lazy Donkey.
So not Juanitos?
Juanitos?
It's not Juanitos. No.
Where's it at?
It's the one over by the baseball field.
Oh, I've never been to that.
I don't know
It's
that one.
really good.
I was thinking over there by
really good.
Butter Dutter or something.
Yeah,
No. That's that. No, I don't know what that one's called. That one's not good.
That one's not good.
Okay.
No, the new one is actually decent.
And then the other
Yeah.
one that's probably my all-time favorite is the one in Douglasville, which is at Gillesco's, which is right beside Longhorn off Fairburn Road.
Yeah.
That place,
Really?
is, man, like their street tacos are just different from everybody else's. I'm telling you, they're good. It's worth going. We ought to make a little trip.
That one over behind the old DEF CON, that one's
Now
pretty
that's
good.
like a legit. They got like a little grocery store attached to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Luis took us over there one time after.
How's he doing?
Good. He needs a knee surgery.
Oh, he messed his knee up.
He's got his black belt. Of course he does.
Yep. Well,
the black belt knee surgery.
No matter what you tell him, he had to figure out on his own that when you're teaching, you don't have to roll every time you teach. He's figuring it out though. He came to Open Mat a couple weeks back.
Dummies.
Cool, man. Glad he's doing good.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing real good. The old knuckle up in D-ville. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
Well, there was some shooting the shit. What do we have on the old agenda?
Okay. There is something. There's a funny thing. Do you want a funny thing or you want a serious thing?
No, let's do funny.
Okay. Yeah. So there is
Something I can make fun of.
there's a funny thing that is on Twitter.
Gay. No, I'm just kidding.
That's on X rather, and I came across it. I came across it this past week, and I was like, man, that's really funny. And it's mostly political. I saw their post on political stuff. And so, one they posted on Bernie Sanders, right? Put a post out. And he said, next, AOC and I will be taking the Fighting Oligarchy tour out west. We'll be in Nevada, Arizona, Colorado to hold town meetings with working people who are profoundly disgusted with what's going on with Washington, D.C. Hope you'll join us.
I want to see who these people are.
How much money did that guy skim?
Yeah, a lot. Okay. so just to give you an idea, so they posted, and I saw that the people were tagging them, asking, hey, does this qualify? Okay. The name, and you'll get it as soon as I say the name. The name of the page is Retard Finder. So they're posting underneath, so like under Bernie Sanders.
They just got like a helmet.
It's
on their
Retard
page.
Finder, and he says, and the post says, "Ugliest retard I've seen in a while," and it's Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders just walking around, right? And I really, any comment, any dumb comment, it's Retard Finder at Retard Finder. Does this qualify? And they're like, yes or no. Some of them they're like, no. And then like trans Tesla vandal who allegedly threw Molotov cocktails lives with mom and calls her baby, sources say. And under that, they spelled out in all capital letters RETARD, spaced out, retard. So that's their whole shtick is Retard Finder, and they have 616,000 followers. That's all they do.
Gracious.
That's all they do. They just
It's the craziest shit that gets us kind of numbers.
yeah. They're followed by a lot of prominent people. Alex Jones follows them.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was going to say that's appropriate.
That Terrence Williams, that black guy, Elon Musk follows them.
Oh yeah.
He's drank too much fluoride.
They it's wild. But yeah, they're retard finders. They're doing a poll right now. Who is the retard of the week? And your choices are. Let's vote on this. Who is the retard of the week?
Okay, I got you.
So I can see. Zohran Mamdani, I don't know who that is. Scott Kelly, I don't know who that is.
Well, how are we going to vote if we don't know who these people
Well,
are?
then look it up, Google it, Jeff. There's two more that you do know. Chuck Schumer is nominated for retard of the
Well,
week,
now see, Chucky,
and Tim Walz is the fourth.
that's be my vote. But
Tim Walz
Chuck,
and Chuck Schumer.
Chuck's in
but
hot
of the
water
week.
right now with the Dems.
Of the week.
You'll know that.
No,
He's in
I
hot
didn't know
water.
that.
Well, yeah, Chuck Schumer.
Oh yeah, because he was saying that he wasn't going to. He was going to vote to shut it down.
going to vote to shut the government down for government shutdown, and then he actually voted with the Republicans to push it through. And boy, they
Eat
are
his ass up.
woo, they are beside themselves. So yeah, he's they're pissed.
Yeah.
And then Trump made it worse by coming out saying congrats to Chucky, made a good decision or something like that. Just making it worse.
That is funny.
Yeah, good stuff.
So who are you voting for? Waltz or Schumer?
I'd have to go with Waltz, man, because I'm not saying it just because he was Kamala's running partner.
What was the first guy?
Zohran, Zohran.
Is he the guy that they were?
Let's see who he is.
Is he the Palestine protester?
Is he the one that got locked up?
No,
That's what I'm wondering.
No, he is okay. No, Zohran Mamdani is a New York State representative. He was the one that was protesting and was like pushing up against the state troopers, yelling at our borders are.
Oh, I'm gonna go with him.
He was. That's who this guy is. The other person, Scott Kelly. That's who Scott Kelly is.
That does sound familiar. Super familiar.
So we can make an educated. Scott Kelly is a astronaut.
Reader.
I don't know why he's on the list. Former NASA astronaut and U.S. Navy captain.
Was he on any podcast recently?
Yeah, he had to do something.
Yeah.
We went to the moon. I'm gonna go with the first guy. My intuition.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Walls.
He's going with Walls. Who you got?
Only because I say that because he's the only one that I have like real knowledge of that I've just watched, and I'm like, I don't understand how you are even in politics. Like, I don't understand what you're doing.
Somebody was like, he'll be a good fall guy later.
Yeah,
and they
I'm
just
like,
pushed him
dude,
through.
like,
Push him out there. We'll need him for later.
He's not. He's dumb. I mean, I don't mean that. He's
well,
really,
he's also super false. Like, he's totally inaccurate most of the time.
Everything he says is fake.
Right.
Nothing's
He had a
real.
bunch of weirdness too, with a bunch of little
But
boys.
see, I'm going to go with Mr. Chuck Schumer for
Chucky.
the retard of the week because it is just the week. If it was like retard
that.
of the month or the year,
okay.
yeah, Waltz has been the
Waltz
retard.
has
But
been the
I can't
retard.
vote for Chuck because I kind of like what he did.
Flipping.
Yeah.
But he's dumb.
He's dumb, but at least he had little balls.
True.
Okay, so Chuck Schumer is leading the poll. There's been 15,000 votes so far. Chuck Schumer has 38%. Tim Walz has 33%. Scott Kelly, I don't know what he did, but he's got 19%. And then Zoram Mamdani has 10%.
Came in last
place. But
Damn.
He is the least retard.
Schumer. And then someone put honorable mention goes to Jasmine Crockett. She's the House representative that said that people entering the country illegally did not break the law. And
That was her exact words.
yeah, they didn't break any law.
She said, people entering the country illegally are not breaking the law. That was her exact words.
And the Retard Finder said she won last week's poll. So
Wow.
That's why she wasn't. She can't. Apparently, you
Can't win
be
twice.
back to back.
I get that. That makes
on
sense.
the Retard of the week. You got to limit it. You got to. But yeah, quote of the day. Like they quote Retard of the day for Whoopi Goldberg. I really don't view communism as a bad thing.
That's what Whoopi said?
That's the retard quote.
That's because it works so often, huh?
So they a lot of it. So
I like it.
Find, go to if you're on X.
So what, I was going to say, what do you go to? Is it like retard.com or
Retard Finder? just search Retard Finder on X. And you will. There you go. There's your. You can be in.
We need like an
You
app.
can see it.
Vote now.
Yeah.
Well, we have officially offended a lot of folks with that.
Retard of the day.
yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Retard of the day. Now the only thing that we could say now is just to offend more people, just talk about trans people again, because that'll offend people. Some people. We can talk about that.
Oh, did you? So I have a funny joke about it. Anyways, there was I saw this meme of somebody's dad was hired to make the what are the windows they put in churches?
Like stained glass?
Stained glass windows of a gay church. And he made a transformer in the window.
That's pretty awesome.
More than meets the eye.
That's funny. That's funny.
That is funny.
That is funny.
It's funny.
It is a whole thing where they're I mean, I guess they're just doing their own thing. Is that how that works?
It's one way to put it.
You know that there was a controversy. The only controversy we can find. All right, I can talk about this a little bit.
Okay.
So our man TJ, he may or may not be starting like a straight up volleyball league. And your man TJ's creative when it comes to this kind of shit.
Oh, God, the name? Are we talking about?
So, he came up with all kind of names and all kinds of crazy ideas, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we have enough time to go in all of them, but more or less, he met with about 6 white-ass Christian folk that totally weren't feeling his ideas because he was just going off the chain. But so we're talking, and I'm like, I don't know, like what move? Like I know nothing about volleyball, but apparently it's blowing up like travel ball, like it really is. Like, and I know shit about volleyball, and so I'm just googling. I'm like, well, what's something controversial with volleyball and all this and that? And the only thing I could find was a bunch of trans, it was a bunch of uproar with the LGBTQYX 3487s pluses
Gotta
divided
throw the plus
by
on that.
divided
Just
by
plus.
the 3%.
Plus.
And apparently there was some controversy with dudes playing in girls leagues and all that kind of stuff. Which apparently is that legit? Like they've signed off on it. That's not going to happen anymore.
It's not
Did they block it? I thought they blocked it.
At a federal level, they
You got
have.
states that are pushing back.
States are pushing back on it. Like Maine pushed back and said they weren't
that's-
going to outlaw it. So Trump
I saw that.
all the funding to the public universities in Maine.
She was like, "We'll see you in court." He was like, "Yeah, that'll be an easy one. That's cool.
the
We'll do that."
same one.
Yeah.
Well, they're not the only ones. There's others, but
there's other states too.
idiots.
Did you see Gavin Newsom's podcast
I did.
with
No, I didn't.
He
know he had
actually surprised me.
Charlie Kirk? Right?
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk had Gavin Newsom on the podcast, long form.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How long? I'll have to look.
hour and a half. Was it an hour and a half?
I think so. And he basically, he got, well, you go ahead.
Well, what surprised me is how much of that time Gavin Newsom spent after Charlie Kirk would say something, he would chuckle and go, "Yeah." Yeah, like agreed with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, and he said, he
He's
commented.
just exhausted.
Yeah.
Well, he basically, agreed that he didn't. Long story short, he agreed that he didn't think that men should be competing in women's sports.
Yes.
And he got a lot of pushback in California.
Shit. Yep.
You know, because he's a
Like,
well, I don't understand that because
insane.
they are the party of absolute non-logic and no common sense. It is just.
It's also a non-issue if you just
Let's
don't
just
do
find how crazy of an idea we can find to be offended by, and let's die on this hill.
That's what's so wild is 30, 40 years ago, I don't know when Title IX came out. It had to be somewhere 30, 35, 40, 45 years ago, somewhere in that range. Title IX came out to protect women's sports.
Right.
Because the men's sports got all the funding because they made all the money. Mm-hmm. So they made a rule for colleges, they had to give out the same number of women's scholarships as they gave out for men. So it hurt some men's sports, like wrestling. It hurt wrestling pretty bad because colleges have football teams. The ones that have football teams, they eat up a lot of the scholarships. So they have to have additional sports for girls and for women so that they could make up that difference, that 90 scholarship or 60, depending on what level you're at, the scholarship difference. Mm. So they would have women's track and field and wouldn't have men's track and field. They would have women's volleyball, but they wouldn't have men's wrestling. They would,
right,
because there wasn't enough scholarship.
They should have been putting that money into home ec.
Well, I mean, they should have just
wouldn't have been a bad idea.
Just stick to what they said and just make sure that they're giving women enough. So it's like the men went out and said, okay, if we're going to do that and you're going to take all of our scholarships away, I'm just going to start playing girls sports. Like if I can't, if you're not going to give us more scholarships, hey guys, let's just go over here and start playing the women's sports.
I guess what gets me is I don't even understand the logic behind arguing with someone over, and I don't see why anybody thinks it's okay for a biological man to compete against a biological woman just because you call yourself a woman.
It baffles the shit out of me.
It makes no sense.
It's wild. I saw the argument a couple days ago, maybe it was Wednesday, Thursday of this past week, where it was on an airplane, and I spent a little time on a plane this week, and that just kind of popped for me.
Right.
And it was a male flight attendant on a plane having an argument with a passenger, and the passenger was quite obviously a lesbian, or apparently was trans because she kept saying,
like wearing flannel.
Backwards hat, backwards baseball cap. I think it was a T-shirt, rolled up sleeves.
Oh yeah, standard.
Definitely.
Backwards baseball cap.
Leather wristband.
Yes, yeah, leather strap.
Yeah, chain on the wallet.
Probably chain on the wallet. I couldn't see. It was just shoulders up.
New Balances.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dickies. I guarantee he had on Dickies pants.
Dickies. And so she was arguing with this flight attendant, and he was like,
phone holster.
He was like, ma'am. He's like, I need you to, ma'am, I need you to sit down. I need you. And she's like, I am not a ma'am. You're gonna talk to me like a man. We're gonna have a man-to-man conversation here. And he's like, and he's a bigger dude, and she's not. She's like a little short. We'll find the video and I'll share it. And it was hilarious. And he's like, listen,
can't even take that crap serious.
It was. You could see it. I applaud the guy. I hope he doesn't get fired. But he probably won't today. A couple of years ago, he would immediately have gotten fired because of all this crap. But I'm glad. Yeah. So with a hate crime or something.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see people standing up where common sense should be inserted.
It should be.
Well, it just proves that a lot of people were just being chill, while a lot of other people were being real loud about some nonsense.
So this kind of is I think this might be a point where I can talk about my email.
Yeah,
so
we can.
So I'm gonna tap out with this, and I'm not gonna go into great detail. I have to be very careful with what I'm saying. But I had a situation where an individual actually called me, and I have to be very vague with how I tell this story. But the person was very offended by an email that had been sent to them, and I went back and read the email. And I just could not see how this email was offensive. Just could not understand it. And it was just not offensive at all. It was just really simple.
Your standard
basic
cookie cutter.
And I'm like, I don't see what you're talking about. And this guy was just adamant that there had just been this massive level of disrespect on him. And after about 10 minutes of this, I guess what little bit of my inner Trump kicked in, and I was just kind of like, and I wasn't rude, but what I said to him I said, I can't sit here and pretend that I understand why you're offended when all I see is absolute nonsense.
Right.
Like, there is nothing here.
Right.
And for me to pretend that there's something here just to make you feel better because you are, quote unquote, offended by this, I feel like I am playing the charade.
Yeah, you're just reinforcing that kind of behavior. Yeah,
that's right. I said, I feel like I am playing the charade to make you feel better about your ridiculous behavior.
Right.
And so I kind of called him out, and, you know, he was obviously up in arms about that, you know, and I just had to leave it as, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. You know, I can't accommodate your sensitivity.
Yeah, no, I can't help how you feel
I
right
just
now, buddy.
can't,
I just
man.
can't.
You know,
It's like, yeah.
So
Weird woman logic.
it's kind of like I heard a comment one time, and I'm going to end with this, and it said, you know, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great quote.
That is
And
a good
so
one.
with that, I'm done.
I'll piggyback off of that on a not necessarily on a job one, but integrity BJJ public service announcement.
Here we go.
Knife hands.
Parents, do not let your children call and ask about classes and pricing and information. Okay, I've had more than one 12-year-old call me and Mister, do you do classes? Is this the coach? I would like to start MMA. I'm like, how old are you, buddy? Well, I'm 12, but I'm about to be 13. I'm like,
12 and a half.
it's okay.
12 and a half.
I was like, well, just tell your parents you need to come in. You have to bring a parent because they have to sign for your waiver. Just tell them to bring him in or call me. Why do I have to sign a waiver? Like, because adult, sir. That's why. C.1. I'm like, buddy, I got to go. You need to get your parent to call me. I actually had one that actually did call back. The parent did.
Okay.
Hey, I think my son called you and this and I was like, yep. Called a lot. I had one call back to back.
Oh, God.
I'm sitting in the middle of 100 different things.
Yeah, you're like, come on in. We're going to be teaching chokes day one.
I'm like, here's Finn. I'm like, you get Finn, Pin, Charlie, and maybe a little mix of Dominic. I don't know. Like, we'll just see, depending on what happens.
See how big you are.
Yeah, we'll see what your weight class is. But yeah, it was weird.
That's weird.
Now,
strange.
one of them that happened recently, she's a really nice lady, and I folded completely.
Okay.
Almost right away.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. And I was like, she was like, he found your, like, and quit giving your kids phones if you don't need to, by the way.
Oh, God.
But-
That's a whole other.
I kind of admire the kid a little bit, taking initiative.
Look this up on the internet,
It's
but
not their fault, but the parent is definitely to blame there.
yeah. Now there's a few of them where I'll hear the parent say, "Ask him this,
That's
ask him
terrible.
that." I've had a bunch of
Yeah,
those.
stop that.
Bunch of those where they're not on the phone making
Now,
their
if
kid
you're
pay.
little Jimmy and you want to be a fighter, and
you
you're like,
look
hey,
this
I'm
up.
going to be a fighter, and I'll go find me a gym. Hey, this is close to me.
Yep.
And part of your plan is gather information so that then you can go to your mom and say, hey, it's $80 or it's $60 a month
I've got
or
Dominic
whatever.
right now looking up the cost for a lemonade stand.
Yep.
That's his little project right now.
Absolutely.
He's got to look through cost and
I
marketing and
admire
figure all
that.
that out. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I get all that, and that's fine. And when she called back, she was like, very sweet lady. You know, yeah, we just wanted to see. And she got some pride. I folded me. I was like, yes, ma'am, this is what we do right away. But other than that, don't have your kids call establishments and just wasting their time, okay? And especially if you're just watching it happen, okay?
Yeah, don't.
Appreciate you. 728. Bankhead Highway, 470-214-1402. Hit us up Monday through Friday.
And if you don't know, and I will tap out to Kyle is just a big softy. Don't be scared of him. He's just a big softy. Don't be scared of him.
Like, old ladies, I'll pretty much do whatever you want.
If you're just sweet to him, he'll do anything you want.
Old man, you better have some jokes behind your shit because I ain't got no tolerance for old guys.
Just if you've got something, make him laugh.
Make me laugh.
Just make him chuckle, and as soon as he goes, okay. As soon as he does that, you're good.
I'm the ogre on the Odyssey Trail, like within like the adventure, where like if you just throw me a joke and I'll just chuckle and I'll let you pass on by.
Okay, come on by.
You can take
make
the
me
bridge,
laugh.
no
You take the
worries.
bridge. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna tap out with. Don't get it twisted, as they used to say in my day. Don't get it twisted. He's not angry. He's just big, and he's really a softy at heart. Boom. So we love you guys.
Yep, y'all. We love y'all.
We next on Wednesday's episode, I have another episode of Pastors Do Better coming up.
Yeah, y'all can tune in on Wednesday. It's going to be some crazy stuff we're talking about.
Pastors Do Better, and also something for the stepmoms out there. I have something for both of them. So pastors and stepmoms.
You baddies.
All right. Love you guys. We're out.